Hi, this is Kirk, the Bariatric Carnivore. Well, I was watching with some interest this week of a former supermodel by the name of Ellie McPherson, who came out and said that she had breast cancer and that she was not going to have chemotherapy, but instead using a more natural, holistic approach. And it's not that I cared that much about the breast cancer or Miss McPherson, though I really do wish her well, and I hope everything comes out okay for her. What was fascinating to me was the media's reaction to it. She was castigated by left-wing news outlets who said that she was going to kill millions of women, and how dare her choose to have a more natural, holistic approach, that you needed to go along with Big Pharma and her doctors and to dump a lot of chemicals into her body. And I'm sitting there scratching my head in disbelief going, wait a second, when did this happen? When did the left start attacking people for taking more natural, holistic approaches? Back when I was a kid, it was this, in the 70s, it was always the hippies, the left wing, that were trying to push the more natural, holistic approach. Now, the gym bros are being attacked for being Nazis for trying to get healthy. Somehow the left is okay with body positivity and talking about how important it is to accept people for being morbidly obese. And I'm like, when did this happen? And why is it happening? And when did this world get turned absolutely upside down like it is now? And it kind of dawned on me when I was watching Bobby Kennedy endorsing Trump. Here's a guy from the Kennedy family with a pretty darn liberal pedigree talking about the dangers of big food, chemicals added to our foods, stuff like this. And he's getting a standing ovation from MAGA Republicans. And he's being attacked by leftists who are supporting things like the Tufts University food pyramid that they're pushing, which shows that Fruit Loops are better for you than a whole egg cooked in butter. Absolutely bizarre stuff. Yet that's where we are. And when people start making health decisions based on political tribal affiliations, we got a problem. And I'm really trying to warn you, more than anything else, that you got to get out of it. I mean, if you want to see how stupid and how ridiculous this gets, think back just a few years ago during COVID when they rolled out the vaccinations. And who was in charge? Which tribe was in charge of rolling out the vaccines? Biden. So vaccines were okay for the political left. As a result, the universities are demanding that in order to step foot on their campuses, you had to get vaccinated. And I'm sitting there going, when did this happen, that leftist people who used to hate big corporations and would never believe in violating somebody's body autonomy, my body, my choice, stuff like that, would suddenly start pushing a mandatory vaccination program in order to attend school? And this is the danger of the tribal approach to medicine, and to sit there and figure out, my side believes in this, so therefore I'm going to have that particular treatment. Look, realize this about Big Pharma and their control over the leftist news media. Take a stopwatch. Watch 30 minutes of CNN. Count the number of commercials that are on there and how many of them are done by Big Pharma. And you're going to start to see the problem. See, he who pays a piper tends to call the tune, and you're going to find that in that half an hour block, 1/3 to 1/2 of all the ads that you're going to see are pharmaceutical ads. Most of them make no sense from an economic standpoint. I mean, how many people watching that show have restless leg syndrome? And how much of their chemical are they selling to it? Well, practically none. But what they're really buying is support from the news media. And that's what you saw. You saw big media, the liberal media, attacking Ms. McPherson, not because they are against her particular solution, but they're paying their allegiance to Big Pharma. These are the people that pay the salaries of, they make up half the budget of the news media, and they're paying them back by attacking her. That's what it was all about. And when you see the attacks on natural food, attacking Bobby Kennedy for attacking ultra-processed food, guess who makes up the other bulk of funding? Cheerios, Nestle's, McDonald's. The ultra-processed glop that has made America one of the fattest nations to ever exist on the planet. I mean, even the CDC is finally starting to take notice that, we've got an obesity epidemic and it's getting worse. I mean, there are states that have gone from, deep red danger to deeper purples. I mean, they're really and it's only getting worse. So what do we do about it? Frankly, quit paying attention. I mean, don't take your health advice from the news media. Don't take your health advice from political tribes. You're going to have to figure this stuff out for yourself, because in this fight for your health, you are all alone. But we can all be alone in this together. That's what this channel's about. I'm trying to point you in the direction of other like-minded people out there that are really trying to get healthy despite everything that's going on in the world. I try to put out a couple messages each week. This is Kirk. I will talk to you again soon.